Hello all and welcome to Crochet Designs. My name is Mary and today we're doing our weekly live. Welcome Corinne, the lovely Corinne. Lovely to have you here, Corinne. Lovely to have you here. Green butterfly. Hello, lovely green butterfly. The dear Franco, hello. Am I sing-songy today? I'm sorry. Oh, you're almost seeing things you're not supposed to see. Am I a little sing-songy today, or maybe just a little bitty? Guys, we had a very busy week. I'm writing down as we speak because I'm adding some more information to our book so that we can talk. Hello, Auntie T is in the house, Auntie T. And the lovely Anne McSee. Hello. And hello, Barbara. Lovely to have you here as well. Elaine, oh, it's 8:07 there. Is it that late? Did I get on that? I didn't get on late. I did. Hello. Excuse me, Mary. You know, I work here in the mornings. Saturday mornings, I'm really on time. And I sit here and work. And then I think, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to start setting an alarm soon. Hello, Daphne, and hello, Bonnie. Yes, very busy week we had this week. We got 3 videos out this week. We usually only get 1. I'm sorry, let's try 2. I can't count. But we had an extra one for our first Thursday, and let's talk about that in a minute. Everyone's saying hello to Auntie T. Oh, you love us both. That's nice, Franco. 8:07 there. It's 10:07 a.m. here in Melbourne, Australia. Kansas, Daphne, hello. Okay, we're all saying hello. Isn't that great? Look, guys, we did have a very busy week this week. We had lots of information to retain. And in one of my videos, I even made an error and said to this live, it wasn't a live, it was just a video. Oh, oops. Doesn't matter. You may not have picked it up. If you did, I'm sorry. I said live. I'm so used to doing lives that when I do a video vlog, I tend to, assume it's a live. It's like I'm talking to you while you're there, in the room with me. All right. So the week we had this week was very, very busy. We did the ear warmer right here. I love it. Simply divine. Colors chosen by the lovely Anne McSee through our live antics. And if you're joining us new, welcome. And if you don't know what a live antics is, I put a whole lot of colors on the table and you as the subscriber gets to choose a color combination for our very next project. And this one here was chosen by the lovely Anne McSee. Then I had business day, which I did spend a lot of time doing some information and collecting information for the first Thursday of the month. So I didn't really do any pattern work, which I should have. Wednesday, we had our midweek live, as we usually do. And Thursday, we did our first Thursday of the month. So much information in there. So much. And I didn't bring that paperwork in that Marty did. But if you're not sure what Marty did, Marty sent us here at Crochet Designs a couple of pages. Oh, there he is. Hello, Marty. We're talking about you. Ears must have been burning. Hello, Karen. Lovely to have you here. And he did send us some gear for Happy Mail, and you need to check that out on the first Thursday of the month's video, which was the last video before this live. Okay, no, it wasn't. It was 2 videos back because this was the last video, which was I can get it right up the right way, which was a little face washer and color combinations chosen by the lovely Franco, whom is actually on our live today. Now, Franco and Anne McSee chose these colors during a live antics thing that we do here on the channel. Oh, Gina has done a super chat. Thank you so much, Gina. We're going to have to put half of that on our Bendigo tally. Get excited. And I missed all the chat. Thank you so much, Gina. Very well received. My notifications got turned off. Don't know how. That's odd, Karen. Sorry I've missed your midweek live. I had to work. Well, Teresa, when you got to work, you got to work. It's as simple as that, right? Elaine, it was fabulous. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Yes, that was very nice. Thank you, Corinne. And so there we go. We ask a subscriber on our live, so it could be you today, whoever that is, who would choose a color combination of all these yarns. 2, 4. I've only got 4 on the table today. You know what I do before the live? I go 1, 2, 3, 4, pop them on the table. I don't even think about it. So the 4 colors you see, actually I did think a little bit about this one because I'd actually put out a darker color and thought, doesn't match the rest. Pulled it out and pulled out a white, which you saw when I accidentally popped it up on the live. But you'll see the rest in a minute. You'll see the rest. So Anne McSee chose the, I'm sorry, and Anne McSee chose this one. Get it right, Mary. Anne chose this one and Franco chose this one, both of which are on our live today. So there you go. And that was last week's projects. Both of them chosen through Live Antics color combination. Now I choose the pattern, but the subscriber, who is you, chooses the color combination and your name gets mentioned in our tutorial. How cool is that? And thank you again, Gina. I haven't had a proper chance to thank you for your super chat. For those of you who don't know this, whenever anyone does a super chat or makes a donation on our website at www.wowcrochetdesigns.com, half of what they give me goes towards a thing we're calling Bendigo Fund or Bendigo Tally or a Bendigo, I don't know what you want to call it, pot of gold. It's not really gold. And in July, when I go off to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in Bendigo, I will be spending that money at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show and purchasing some items specifically for a giveaway for our channel. What? And the way it's looking, and this morning I received a donation and Gina has given us some super chat. So now, so far, we have, and I'll tell you, we had 152.50 before we got on. We now have 15, carry the 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. I have to add this up. You know, for someone who can't count, I'm certainly doing a good job. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, hang on. No, I messed it up. Here we go. 157.50. So it was $157.50 so far. And we are only in May. We've got the rest of May, all of June, and only about a week or a week and a half in July to spend at the Australian Sheep Show, to save for that show. So I'm looking forward to buying some gorgeous things now. I thought I'd only get about $50. So right up to 157. This is fantastic. Then again, 40 of those, that money came from me when I did that Easter egg hunt, if you remember correctly. For those of you who didn't see it, we had an Easter egg thing happening where we laid Easter eggs out everywhere and you guys had to choose them, and every Easter egg, the small ones were like $1 each and the big ones were $2, and I just kept putting them back on the table. So I just overdid it. So that's okay, it happens, and it'll happen again maybe one time before July with something else. So get ready for that. That's going to be a bit of fun on one of our lives. It'll probably be a Wednesday live, or maybe we'll do it next weekend. We might do it next weekend. Let me think about it. So yes, it was fabulous. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Corrine. Karen, loved your happy mail from Marty. Well done, Marty. Thank you, Karen. Yes, that's too cool for school, says Bonnie. Too cool for school. I was talking to a crochet friend of mine. This is Franco speaking now. And the colors I chose and the stitch you did, hang on, whoa, you did, she has the same colors and stitch she made last year. How freaky is that? Franco, that's weird. That's so freaky. Oh, that's great though. Goes to show you how popular those colors are, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Marty says I have Mary's montage in front of me and ticking off all the catchphrases. Get in the corner, Marty. He's hilarious, our Marty. And I have to tell you, Marty, I was quite surprised and pleasantly surprised, really, because I hadn't expected such a thing. Most people wouldn't even consider doing something like that. So that was pretty amazing in itself. Margaret, hello, Margaret. I did see your post. I haven't had a chance to respond. I hope you are feeling much better. Bonnie, already done a lot of them. Yes, that's great. Sorry, I meant, Jeannie, I got what you meant. Karen, everyone sort of worked it out. Is the fan stitch quite thick? It looks like it is. So I was thinking of using cotton and using it for a hot pad in the kitchen. Now I'm going to talk about that stitch in a minute. Oh, it's all right, Bonnie, me too. I've got those kind of fingers. And thank you, Green Butterfly, and thank you, Marty, Green Butterfly, for giving me the thumbs up. Thumbs up, really important, guys. It does help towards algorithms here on our channel, so do that. Oh, Yarn It Out, hello. Did you hear the shout out? I hope you did, lovely lovely lady, we did a shout out for you on our first Thursday of the month, which was 2 videos back. If you haven't heard it, go and check it out. It was called First Thursday of the month of May, and you got your gorgeous shout out. Now, getting back to what Corrine said about this stitch. This is not exactly, this is more of a fan, well, it's not exactly a fan stitch. It's more of just a, I don't know what you want to call it, a shell stitch, if you will. The fan stitch itself goes the other way, okay? So it kind of goes the other way, or up and down, up and down, up and down. Look, I will do that one day. I haven't done that yet. This is a fairly thick stitch, so if you wanted to see how thick that is, let's get a close up. It can be a yarn eater if you are making a blanket, just heads up there. It does use a lot of yarn. This one here used 35 grams, and it's only really a small, well, it's not that small, it's relatively big. The next size up you could have done was 30, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33. Told you I couldn't count. The next size up you could have done was chained an extra 6 chains and made it 33 to make it that tiny little bit bigger. But it can be a yarn eater. The best part about this blanket is it's suitable for Bub, because Bub can't get his little toes and fingers through. So I hope that, Bub being a baby, by the way. I call them Bubs. I don't know why I call them that. One of those things I do a lot. And that's that. I just wanted to make that clear that that can actually eat up your yarn a little bit because it's more of a closed stitch. So heads up there. And the fan stitch even more. They're yarn eaters, and they're specifically made to close up crochet, so it keeps whoever it is using that stitch warmer or have less gaps and, you know, spaces and so on. And what have we got here? She used her toes as well. I know I could do also. Now, Bonnie, get in the corner with Marty. Be a good girl. Oh, Marty, we haven't used that one on there. I don't think we use that. I use that off air a lot. When my son leaves in the morning to go to work for music, when he teaches, I say, be a good music teacher, and he just ignores me. What do you do? All right, so we did the ear warmer. We did business day on Tuesday, which I did not much of. We did a live Wednesday. We did first Thursday, and we did a washcloth on Friday. We did so much this week that I'm taking a break on Monday. No tutorials on Monday. The person or the subscriber who chooses the Live Antics color today will get the project on the Friday, for the simple fact that I don't know what it is yet. And I don't think I'll have time to get it all done by Monday. I'll work it out. What I do, again, guys, if you didn't know this, when someone chooses a color, well, this is what I do. I grab colors, pop them on a table, and I'm working on a project over here, and I'm looking at those colors, and I'm looking, thinking, what is with those colors staring at me? They know they want to get done. They know they want to be something. I think, wow, would you look at that? A cardigan. And that's pretty much what my brain thinks. I'm a little bit odd, but it's okay. It's a good odd. You always get a project out of me being odd, so it's good, yeah? And so that's what I do. So when you guys choose the colors today, because I didn't have them out on the table last night and was staring at them and was staring at them and was staring at them, I didn't really think about what I was going to make, right? And what happens is, no matter who's on our channel today and they pick those colors, no matter what they pick, I know I've already thought about it. So all I have to do is have another second look or a third look and say, right, let's change it up a bit because they didn't choose one color that I wanted, or something like that. In my brain, that's how my brain works. It's a little bit weird, you know, you get used to it. But there you go. So that's what's going to happen in a moment. Anything with double crochet is a yarn eater. Okay, I got you, yarn it out. Happy Mother's Day to all this weekend in the US, and it's actually Mother's Day this weekend for Melburnians in Australia as well, or Australia in general. So yes, it's going to be Mother's Day tomorrow. We were trying to work something out. We did hear a little something on the news saying that there's not a lot of staff out there at restaurants. So if you want to pick another day to have your Mother's Day, that would be better. That's really weird. They're trying to stop us from going to restaurants. It didn't really matter anyway. I was hoping to stay home tomorrow anyways, which is good. So you know, the children are coming, and I believe there's going to be some strawberry daiquiris. I mean, a nice strawberry fresh drink with some ice. Just a strawberry drink, that's all. A nice strawberry drink, many of them. So it's going to be an interesting Mother's Day tomorrow. Um, I realised after you said it, I was using US and not English. Yes, I got you. Apologies for wishing a happy Mother's Day last week. I got the weekend wrong. Oh, it's all right, Teresa. It's all good. To all, yes, they're all going to celebrate it this weekend. They don't care. They'll celebrate it 2 weekends, Teresa. Mothers don't care. We get any rest we can get or any day off we can get. Doesn't have a day off. I'm working tomorrow. I'm doing all the cooking. That was my choice. Marion strawberry drinks, special strawberry drinks. Yeah, I know, yarn it out. So do I. Rosalie, so do I. But, you know, I'm not allowed to have them very much. So I may have to refrain to just 1 or 2 or 3. Anyway, that's what's happening tomorrow for Mother's Day. And I'm going to say it at the end of the live, but I'll say it now. Everyone who has a Mother's Day at this time of the year, because not the whole world does, only some parts of the world, have a wonderful Mother's Day and do enjoy your time. Try and sleep in if you can. It's really hard for mothers to do that, but try and sleep in if you can. It has fruit in it, so it's healthy. I know, right, Marty? Get out of the corner. It's okay now. But I know you like being in that corner. Oh, no, strawberries are fruit, and they're a healthy fruit. They've got vitamin C in it, I think. Have strawberries. Someone look up the vitamins for strawberries. I'm an old lady. I need vitamin C with a hint of a taste in the background. Don't you love it? Don't you love me? I know. You do love me. Well, maybe you don't. All right. So what's happening next week on the channel? This week, not next week. It's this week. Well, no, if you had to think about it, a lot of people choose Sunday as being the first day of the week, but I don't care. For us, it's Saturday. Because I see you on Saturday. I don't see you on Sunday. Oh, Bonnie loves it. Who do you love, Bonnie? Me or Marty? I'm a bit worried now. What? Or 10, Franco says. Pictures right. Bonnie says pictures. I love that. All right. So next week, we're not having a tutorial on Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to spend those 2 days working on this. It's not that I wanted to have a rest. I want to work on this because I want this pattern to go out very, very soon. For this pattern to go out, I have to sit down. I'm actually may have to go to the library to do this because I need total silence. When I'm making the pattern, I don't need silence because I'm making in my brain, I'm just saying, right, let's what happens if we do about, 150 stitches and see what happens. Oh, put it up against me. Oh, it looks all right. Da, da, da. And then I do it and think, I never wrote any of this down, did I? But I did with this. I actually wrote it down. But if you knew how my brain works, where everything's all over the place, that's pretty much how I write. I'm not going to show you there because that's got information. But I'll write up here, across there, down here. I'll write right in here. And then at the end of the pattern, I'll go like this. What in... I'll just spin it around a few times thinking, what was I thinking? So with the next pattern, well, actually, I've already started writing that. I'm not going to talk about that because that's a little secret. Again, I've got a lot of secrets happening. That's coming up in September. So if I talk about it now, it's just like redundant, really. I'm writing that out perfectly. So I'm writing it out straight across the row. And when I make a mistake, I put a line through it, nice neat line, and then write it underneath. None of this side corner. I put this, I had envelopes on a table where I wrote things on the envelopes. And I've lost these envelopes. So this one is all over the place. So I'm going back into my brain, which is really hard to do because once I'm out of the brain, I'm just floaty forever, yeah? Which means having to go in a library somewhere, sit down. It's hard to explain. Think back when I was making this whilst reading the book. It sounds weird, but I have my long-term memory is fantastic. But don't ask me what I did last night because I can't tell you. But if you ask me in 10 years' time, I'll let you know. That's a sort of brain. That's how my brain works. So I'm going to take my book to the library, take the cardigan, having it sit on the table. I'll have a little laptop there. Plus, I want to check out the new Glenroy Library. It's supposed to be amazing. They've shifted to another area. I think it's called Hub or something. I don't know. I've never been there. So it's still in Glenroy and I want to check it out. So we're going to do all that this week. So Monday and Tuesday, no tutorials, just focus on that, rewriting the pattern so that it can be written for everyone. So I'll be having my measuring tape there, I'll be playing with sizes, and I'll be working it out to suit everyone. Well, when I say everyone, I'll give you basic because it's sort of fitting, I'll give you basic stitches and how much to make for your size, or as close to your size as you can get it. Oh, look how much chat I've missed. Oh, my Lord. Okay, I've had a few glasses of fruit juice this evening, or grape juice. Okay, wine. It's still fruit. Of course it's fruit, Marty. Yeah, I know, right? Hello, Raylene. I didn't see you come in. Hello, hello. Fermented fruit, says Bonnie. I want the pattern now. Karen, you're so pushy. But I tell you what, Karen, I have to... Marty, there it is. Call me. I have to speak to you about that in the future. Yes. And they said fermented is the best for you. Bonnie, you're hilarious. You're Marty. Get in the corner with Marty. Well, I'm changing my computer, but need to go to the kitchen for a bit. So I open YouTube on my phone to take you with me. Surprise! The feed there is ahead of the feed on my computer. See, now that's interesting, Daphne. You should mention that, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Pride, that's normal. I'm just starting to design patterns. So far, washcloth, lap gowns, tissue box cover, towel. I need to make more patterns. Go for it, Rosalie. Your memory is terrible, is it, Franco? Yeah, my name's Mary, just in case you've forgotten, Franco. I have a TV in my room and none of them are on the same time. Don't you love it? Marty's got a big tick there. Go Marty. I couldn't tell you what I did an hour ago. Oh, that's a bit hard. A bit harsh there, Franca. Yes, and we're saying hello to Daphne, and Daphne out of sync stereo. Now let me talk about that for a minute, Daphne. It's happened in the past with our channel. In actual fact, I think someone else I know recently, I won't mention her name, she might not want it mentioned, she brought it up and she said, sometimes I see you, someone answering a chat that you said 20 minutes beforehand, and you say, oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And they said, but I put that post up 20 minutes ago. Why did it only go up now? Sometimes there's a delay in, I don't know if it's the internet on certain computers or if it's the internet on whatever product that you're working on, whether it's an what is those? I don't know what they call them, iPads or whatever they call them. I don't know. I don't get out much. I just use the phone for everything. It's so much easier to use. And it's quick and it's all in one little pack. And in fact, there are times that I write the patterns on the phone. Get this, on a text message, you will not believe this, to myself. Because sometimes I'm out and I don't have a book with me, but I get an idea. And I think, oh, what am I going to do? Out and what I'm shopping. So I stop what I'm doing, move the trolley to the side. You know, this is when you're grocery shopping. And I type it in on a text message, text myself. I don't look at the text. It comes up on my phone that there's a text message for me, right? This is how I work. I do the shopping. I go home. I think, hey, I've got a message. Someone's messaged me. I better check it out. Oh, it's me. But that is... See how my mind works? It's always running a million miles an hour. And I do that often, so I use my phone for everything. And sometimes I take a picture of that, and on the phone there's an editing section where you can add some text to it. And while I'm out, this is like I've got that picture on my phone, and I edit that picture with some text on it saying chain 54 on this section instead of 55, because I just remembered it, like while I was out. Yeah. So they're things that happen when you're out. When you get home, you're going to forget. So I write it down. Everything gets written down on the phone. So this phone is amazing. That's a good idea to text yourself. Well, it is, Rosalie, because I forget. And that's a fact. I would have said at the shops, when I get home, I'll remember to write that down. And you think, well, got home. I didn't write. What was I supposed to write down? I remember the words, write it down, but what was I supposed to write? So it's better to just, that phone is in my hand 24/7. The only reason I haven't got it now is because it's right there. You're looking at me through the phone. I have a few phones that I use for recording, and the reason is the Samsung 9, and this is, me being a little weird, records better than the very, very modern phone that we have right here. Now, the Samsung 9 is not really an old phone, not really, but it's way older than the ones that we're using today. So I have a few of them. So when I get an updated phone, I literally keep the old phones and Whichever records better, one takes better photos. This one takes better photos. The Samsung 9 doesn't, but it records better. So I use that for recording. When you see all my tutorials, that's a Samsung 9. And I blow it up with my fingers while it's there. It's sitting under my chin and I'm going like this when I do my close-ups. So you have, most people will think, I don't use a camera, a normal camera. No, I don't. And that's probably why sometimes the lighting goes a bit weird and a bit odd, because I use those phones. And I'm lost here. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of chat. What's going on? It's a lot of chat. Okay. Mary, that was so funny. Thank you, Bonnie. Yarn it out. Yes, I was about to say, what is your name again? Good on you, Franco. Glitch, others, what? That's what it is. Yes, a little glitch. That's a good idea. Text yourself. Got that part. I started texting myself. So I don't forget. That's a good idea. I text my grocery list as you do, Bonnie. Nice. I think there is a notepad on my phone. Yes, there is. I find that one definitely. I've lost material on that notepad when I updated my phone, and I went to check it, and I went online to check it, and they said the same thing, that when they updated their phone, the material went missing. So they went on to Samsung to check it out, and Samsung said, well, you've got to do this and you've got to update that program, and no, you've got to upload a new program for this, you've got to get a new program to get your old stuff. I'm thinking, no, that's not good enough for me. I'm going to send a text. Cindy, hello Cindy, lovely to have you here. Miss viewing for a bit. Well, I'm glad to see you here. I love your sweaters. Thank you so much, Cindy. We are making this one on the channel. And this one here is going to be a paid pattern on my website in the next 4 or 5 weeks. I say 4 or 5 weeks because I'm in the middle, of making cardigan number 3. There's cardigan number 1, cardigan number 2. Number 3 is a medium. That's like super extra large. We won't even go there. It fits my reflection in the mirror, just letting you know. That's a small, and guys, kiss this one goodbye today, because tomorrow it will be, no, tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight, this one is going to its forever home. It's like a loss when my gear goes. So after the 4 weeks that I'm not going to be on Saturday mornings lives, which we'll talk about in a minute, I'm going to be so sad. So you guys better make me happy because I'm selling everything. All the old gear that I've made on the channel, all the old yarn that I don't use, well, it's not old yarn, but it's not the new stuff that I bought recently. Everything's got to go. Everything's got to go. And get ready for fresh new. Get excited. We're going to lots happening. Okay, my health has been very bad, so hopefully you're feeling much better, Cindy. Take out some goodness from me. I don't mind giving it to you. I'm throwing it at you. Nicely, of course. That's the one I like. Yes, that one there. It will be a paid pattern on the website. However, we are doing a jumper or a sweater, if you will, that doesn't have the ribbing in front on the channel. Similar to that. The squares will be a lot bigger. And the jumper will be kind of boxy. So it'll be nice and big, and you get to make one for yourself. And it will be made in the half double crochets, and it will be in one piece across. And I'll show you how to carry a yarn. It will be made one piece across all the way until the very top, and you'll have a little space here, like it'll stop here, so your last piece will be half, like that one there's only half the piece, not even half, it's like a quarter. I stopped at the second row there, so you'll have enough room for your little collar, and the collar will be like that. It won't be up here where it's too tight on your neck. It'll be kind of like that, what you see there, but in a sweater version and not in a cardigan. If you wanted to make the cardigan exactly like that, you're going to use the concept of the jumper to join it across, and the concept of making this cardigan. So it's, in the end, it's really easy if you think about it. Yeah. I don't do it, Mary. She says no. She's giving it to her niece. I am giving it to my niece. Yes. Anything you don't sell in terms of yarn and are not going to use it for, can I have them? Yes, you can. As you know, I will do that, Teresa. Sounds like me. Yes, Cindy. Yes, Auntie T. You got to hug her. You got to hug her. Well, she gets that anyway. We haven't seen each other for a while, T. We've got to get together and have a party, or at least sit down and crochet. By that I mean sit down and crochet, yeah? We haven't seen each other for a while. No, I've been busy. She's been busy. Now she's at work. I don't know. Okay, that's enough crying. So there you go. Now, the market itself, I'm doing a market at the Pipeworks market, the new one at 5, I can't remember the address now, Dunstan's Court, yes, 5 Dunstan's Court in Thomastown. Thomastown is probably about a good 25 minutes drive for me. It's not that far. Apparently though, I'm so excited. Apparently though, I was speaking to the lovely lady yesterday afternoon. Was it yesterday afternoon? Yes, it was. And she said to me, you can actually come Friday night to set up and meet the other store holders like a community. And I went, oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. So I'm going to get to see some of the other store holders. Not everyone sets up the Friday night. A lot of people go in on the morning and do it then. Do I want to stress myself that much? I don't think so. More likely I'll go there the Friday and set up the Friday, cover it all up with tarp, tie it all up so it's all, you know, safe and away from any rain and bugs and whatever else have you, elephants and dinosaurs and all sorts of weird things. Exaggerating a little bit. Cover it all up, and then first thing in the morning, go there and bing, untie it, and it's done. And you don't have to have that stress. And then get to meet some of the other store holders as well. Now, there's going to be hundreds of them. There's going to be people everywhere. So if you feel like wearing your mask, by all means do that. I was telling you otherwise. But there will be people everywhere. I will have hand sanitizer on the table. So if you feel like you're a bit worried and you want to touch something on the table, you're welcome to do that. And then we hand sanitize before and we hand sanitize after as well. So it's entirely up to you. I'm happy to have people touch things on the table, but a hand sanitizer first, if you please. But that's about it. Well, that's it. I've missed all the chat. I've missed it all. Sister, that time is needed. Yes, Bonnie, thank you. Did your mum crochet? Elaine says, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I still see you. You do, Teresa. Yes, I have a joke. All want to hear it. Okay, she's going to tell us a joke. Bonnie's going to tell us a joke. Get excited. Keep it clean though. That's cool to meet other makers. It's more than just makers yarn it out. There's other stalls there, like candle stores and all sorts of unusual things. Hello from Quebec, Canada. Hello. Chantel, lovely to have you here. You should put Mary over your knee for pretending to cry. That does sound like fun. Over me. I think she's never done that. You've never done that, Teresa, have you? I don't think so. I can't remember. You might have when I was young. I can't remember. That's hilarious. Okay. No, we learned to crochet by a lovely, well, I did, a lovely lady by the name of Peggy Davis. And she used to visit the place where we were staying at the time. And she came in and taught us how to knit and crochet and I think sew. And this lovely lady, she showed me once and I never did it while I was there because I was very young. Then a few years later, Teresa showed me when I was about, I don't know, 5, 6, I can't even remember now. And then after that, I still didn't do it because I thought I couldn't get it. My fine motor skills were a little slower than everyone else, which is, you know, okay. I don't have to be perfect, yeah. Nobody's perfect. And so I waited until I was about 9 and then all of a sudden, whoop, everything just fell into place and everything worked for me. So if you start crocheting and you think, oh my gosh, forget it, I can't do this. Don't give it up because I didn't. And look where I am today. Look where I am today. And I had a lot of trouble starting, as you know, yeah. Okay. I don't want to hurt myself by putting Mary on. Hey, Teresa, you're finished. You're finished when I see you. She became too heavy for me. I have never done that when you were grown up. No, I don't think you did. I don't remember. Well, I was in the cafeteria and saw a big bowl of apples with a note in front and it said, take one. God is watching. You're funny. You're funny, Bonnie. You're funny. She's too funny. Get in the corner with Marty. although I think you're already in there. All right, so I just wanted to let everyone know that that's what's happening over the next few weeks. Now, Saturday week, don't be sad. Saturday week is the last week that we will be having a live for 4 weeks. After the 4 weeks, we will come back and do proper lives on Saturday mornings like normal. So I'm not giving up the lives completely. It's just for those 4 weeks while the opening of the Pipeworks market goes ahead. If I'm in demand there, I will probably do Sundays, which is good. If I'm not in demand, I will be back here like a normal channel. If I'm in demand for Saturdays as well, I will let you know. At this stage, I don't think I'll be doing Saturdays and Sundays forever. This was just to start, you know, the opening of Pipeworks. It's the opening of, reopening of them. I remember when my children were little, very little. In fact, my biggest memory, I should say, was when my daughter first used a straw. It was at Pipeworks Market. And we put a straw in her mouth and she's using it. And I thought, oh, that's great. She's doing really well. And this drink was going in, but she wasn't swallowing it. We didn't know that, right? It was going in and going in. She pulled the straw out and so that's my memory of Pipeworks. We'd only just got there. And so I'm wiping her down. She had orange juice all over her. I thought, oh, we have to go home. We just got here. So we just went to the the bathrooms there and we washed her up. That's my first memory of Pipeworks Market. The very first time I went there. That was hilarious. So that was very funny. But that was like, 100 years ago because my daughter's an adult now, right? She has her own house, got her own life. She's working as a busy adult. But that's so funny. And now about 8 or 9, I can't even remember if it was 7 or 8 years. I can't remember how long it's been, but they closed. And I don't know if it's because the venue or what it was, but they have now not reopened yet. They're going to reopen on the 21st, which is very exciting. I'll be there for the reopening. It's so exciting, along with other store holders, of course. So they're opening on the 21st of May at 5 Dunstan's Court, Thomastown. If you want to meet and greet me, I will be there. And between 11 and 2, I will be doing just some small tuition. It's just chains, single crochet, half doubles and doubles. That's about it. You might have the odd V-stitch, but I won't go into depth with further patterns because I won't have time. And even if it's quiet, I will still only stick to those basic stitches to help the newbie learn. You guys, if you want to know, you come here. You want to know all the stitches I know, you come here. I say practically everything because I haven't put all my patterns up on YouTube because that's my patterns, yeah. But I pop practically everything that I know on YouTube, almost everything, yeah. The rest you will see as patterns that will go up on my website. They are designs that I don't just throw away or give away, that kind of thing. Am I missing the chat? Oh, I am missing the chat. I'm so sorry. Oh, she's asleep today. Oh, she's asleep today. Wake up, Mary. Missing all the fun. Went down the line, saw a big bowl of cookies. I made my own note that said, you can have as much as you want. God is watching the apples. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. I hope you do well at Pipeworks. We'll see, Rosalie. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but the reason I'm doing it is to clear off all the old stock. Everything I make on the channel is gorgeous, yeah, but I don't sell them as much. So they stay in boxes and tubs. So I've decided to just sell everything. And the way to do that is just to go to the markets. It's really hard to sell online unless you're pushing. I'm going out to a crochet class tomorrow. Haven't seen my friends since what. I have my mask and sanitizer, wet and dry wipes. Good. You have a good point. You don't want to break your knees. You guys, Franco and Teresa, get in a corner. And keep Marty and who's the other one? Bonnie. Company. You're picking on me. It's bad. You know what, Bonnie? I say we don't put them in the corner. We put them in another room and we lock it. So they can't get out. How naughty am I? Bad girl. Bad. Oh, Marty, there's a line. There's one of the lines. All right, let's get down to live antics. Oh my gosh, we haven't even discussed live antics yet. If you are new here, not sure what that is, get very too extremely I wanted to change that, Marty. Excited. Oh, that Marty line is in there too with the little, speech marks up the top. I wanted to change that, Marty. Speech marks. Excited. So get excited, guys. Let me move some gear out the way. I've got a lot of stuff on the table. Once again, I've got a lot of stuff on the table. Some stuff here from Thursday when I did first Thursday of the month. I'm going to have a drink. Cheers. Puffed out, puffed out. All right, let me move the book because I don't want you to see all the fancy stuff that I'm doing. All right, so if you haven't seen live antics before, what I do is I point the camera down to the table. You get a chance to see all the colors on the table. And you as a subscriber gets to choose a color combination, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depends on what I've got on the table. And you get to choose a color combination. That color combination will be used on the very next tutorial here on the channel. Your name will be mentioned in that tutorial and I will choose a stitch to suit. How cool is that? And I pick someone on the live. So don't give me the color combinations yet. You can talk about it. This is just to have a look at the colors. And then I will pick someone on our live to do that today. How cool is that? Like last week we had Anne McSee and we had Franco. The reason we had 2 in 1 week was because I was delayed from the week before, as you do. But now that I'm up to date, whoever chooses today, your pattern will go up on Thursday or Friday of this week. Get excited. All right. So we're going to pop this down in a second after I check the chat in the hall with y'all. You're being very naughty, slightly changing the catchphrase on purpose so I can't tick them off. Don't you love it, Marty? I love it. She goes in the hall also. Everyone get an hall. You need to be on your toes with me. I did change get excited recently to get too excited, T-double-O, just in case you're wondering which 2 that is. Oh, that's the literacy and the grammar coming out. Don't you love it? She just doesn't get it, does she? She doesn't get it. She thinks everybody knows what she's talking about. All right, so I did change it recently to get too excited because it's just not enough to get excited. Are you ready to have a look? Let's have a look at the yarn on the table. Are you ready? And there you go. Ta-da! These are the 4 colors on the table. Oh, I love them. Oh, it's still not low enough. Here we go. That's better. Here we go. 4 colors. Look at them. And 2 of them haven't even been started. These 2 haven't even been started. This one has. I have used it on the channel. I just haven't used much of it, right? But 2 of them haven't been started. These 2 have. We have used these colors on the channel. We just haven't used these 2 because I have these in stock. They were extra, yeah? So these are acrylic. They're 100% acrylic. And what else can I tell you? They're a 4-ply or an Aran weight. I'm sorry, let's start that again. They're a 10-ply or an Aran weight or a number 4 in some countries, okay? So, yes, 10-ply, nice warm yarn. And let's pop the camera back up. And there you go. So let's have another look up. See, ta-da! These are the 4 colors. These are the 4 colors. What I'm going to do is leave it for a moment. Don't you love me? And just, have a look, see what people have been saying and whether or not they are interested in doing this, okay? So, Marty, you need to be on the ball. I can't pick you again, Franco. You've already been done. Give everybody else a chance. Come on, dear. Be nice. The hair, not the hair. Yeah. Me says green butterfly. First one to say me. Oh, maybe. May have to. She's excited for the 2 of us. And yes, you too. Sis is it acrylic? Yes, it is. It's acrylic. Yes. 3 colors says green butterfly. Yarn it out says pretty. Karen says, wow. Okay. What we've got is the 4 colors. I'm getting itchy now because this is the yarn that makes me itchy. Oh, this is why I can't wear it. But I am making myself a jumper. If I get really itchy with it after it's washed, I probably will sell that at the market. as you know. Green chose lilac, light blue, and peach. So let's leave it up to whoever gets chosen, shall we? These are the 4 colors. I love the blush. I actually do, Gina. I love the blush and the purple, the light purple, the lilac, if you will. Those are actually my 2 favorite colors of this particular brand. Now, you know how I love my reds? I didn't really take well to the red in this particular brand. The reason is when you take a photo of that red, in fact, all of these yarns, when you take a photo of them, they have like a glow that makes your lens blurry. So if you've noticed, most of the photos that I make of these, they come across a little blurry, especially this color here, that blue. I think it's because it's a bit fluoro, maybe. I don't know, but the red comes across really fluoro. You'll see that when we do the jumper, because we're going to make the sweater or the jumper in these colors. So you'll see that, and it's coming up very soon, of course. Like everything else, coming up very soon, but it's not here yet. So these are your 4 colors. You can choose, whoever I choose today, will choose all 4, 3, 2, or even just 1 color. You can choose whatever you like. Now let's have another scratch. And let's move it out of the way because I hate it. You should see when I'm trying to record. I think this week I will do that video on the side, and you'll see me doing this all the way through the recording. And I go red, my eyes water. And then sometimes, and I did this last Friday, not the Friday that passed, this one, yesterday, the one before, just picked up the yarn and threw it across the room. I got so agitated by it. It made me so itchy that I threw it across the room, as you do. All right, so let's go back. Oh, okay, so Daphne says, I'm thinking 3 colors. Pamela says, I'm so late. Pick me, pick me. Hello, Pamela. Lovely to have you here. I nominate Green Butterfly. Do you, Franco? Oh, she's so pushy, isn't she, our Franco? This is really down now. Oh, it's not closed. That's why. Look at that. You didn't know this. This has to be closed. Otherwise, it collapses. Peachy or pink. I do to Bonnie. Yes, everybody thinks that's gorgeous. I've never seen that brand of yarn before. Yarn It Out. I'll talk about that in a minute. Is it grey or blue or green? That's a grey. That is a grey. It is a grey. This yarn, it's called Spot Saver USA style. I think it's the same as your, you've got a spot something yarn in the US. I think that's the same. Is it Spot Saver, your one? Which one's yours? Spot something it's called. And I think it's the same as that. No grey. That's grey. That's grey. That's a grey, hun. It's a light grey. Yeah? Red Heart. Yeah, Red Heart Super Saver. That's the one. It's the same as your Red Heart Super Saver. That's the one. Thank you, Bonnie. Clever girl. And that's very much the same as that. I thought it was Mary's choice. The pattern, yes, it is actually Anne McSee. It is my choice. Thank you, Anne. A Red Heart Super Saver. That's right, Pamela. So it's very similar to that. So if you have a Red Heart Super Saver in your stash, in your country, and I don't choose you, you can use that. It's actually the same as this. All right. The other thing I wanted to mention, just so you know, here in Australia we have other yarns, but I use a lot of the Bendigo Woolen Mills. Now this is an 8 ply, right? But we have a 10 ply, which is this one right here. Now I used the one that Marty and Kiki chose. They chose these colors here and that combination of V-stitch. Now I used this to create that. Then I used exactly the same ply, if you will, to create the Bendigo one because this was too dark on the channel. But look at the difference. Well, let me straighten it up completely. Look at how much, 2 fingers, probably about an inch bigger than the Bendigo one. Same ply. Just be wary when you're making things like this, washcloths and things like that. That's okay. When you're making projects for yourself, a cardigan, a jumper, or whatever it is you're making, a top, a skirt, anything, be wary. You must do a gauge. Now we're going to do a gauge at some stage, not this week, but next week. We're going to do a gauge for 3 different 10 plies. I couldn't get it out. A cotton, a pure wool and an acrylic. Different brands on purpose so that we can see the differences between the same size yarn, which is a 10 ply or an Aran weight, but different yarns. We're going to do the swatches, gauges, whatever you want to call them, wash and block them, but not pin and pull them tight. Just put pins on them very gently, just to keep them straight. That's all. You're not going to see that. You're going to see me doing it. It'll be like a 2-second thing on the video. Like, you won't see the whole thing. It'll take days for that to happen. And then at the end of that video, when I take them off the blocking mat, I will measure each square before it goes on the blocking mat, each square after it goes on your blocking mat, so you can see what happens to your garments after you wash them. Now, this is why yours truly likes to, when I'm doing granny squares, I like to wash and block them before crocheting them together, or before sewing them together, if you will, so that I can see the actual size that it really will make once it's done. Because it's not enough to make the blanket and then give it to your customer. If your customer or your client wants exactly 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and then you've done exactly that, and then she takes it home, she washes it, and it turns out to be 105 centimeters. Not much, but she didn't want that. She wanted 100. Do you understand? Like, you need to be able to wash and block your project so that if it's a garment, like, that'll be a big difference, 5 centimeters. If it's a garment, like, even more, it'll be more of a big difference. It will be 10 or 15 centimeters difference by the time your project is finished. And your little top that fits you nicely will no longer fit you nicely way over there, yeah? Or you didn't do it properly and it's too small and you can't wear it at all. Like, even too small to give to a size small if you're a small yourself. So you must do a gauge or a swatch, some sort of swatch, which we'll be doing on the channel, not this week, but next week. And that'll be on the Monday. And I'll be doing the 3 swatches. And the reason I'm giving myself the week is because I will do it during the week this week and record most of it. It has to be recorded in different days, so it gives me time to wash and time for the item to block and dry. So it's going to take a whole week to sort that out, so you get it on Monday of the week later. Just wanted to let everyone know that when you receive a pattern and someone says, this is the gauge, this is da-da-da-da, do the gauge. People don't like doing them. Do them, because that is a make or break of how your cardigan's going to fit. And that's what happened with this cardigan, with the young lady that I made this one for, the lovely niece I'm seeing tonight. I messed up her arms. I don't know what I did, but it was like a full block too small. Not even 2 stitches, a full block. I don't even know what I did, but I didn't focus. Now, I made this cardigan before for me, right here. It's right here, yeah? These blocks are huge because someone else who wears this cardigan is really big, but it's not me. It's that lady who keeps cutting my hair and eating all my Tim Tams and stares at me weird in the mirror in the morning. She goes like this. Ew, that's what she does every morning. She's nasty. I don't like her. Anyway, so I made mine really, I really am naughty. I don't know how you put up with me. So I made my blocks really big, but because she's a small, I made her blocks a lot smaller, but didn't do 1 row of blocks. I don't know what I was thinking. And when I washed and blocked it, I looked at it and thought, gee, those sleeves look small. And I remember mentioning it here on the channel. These sleeves look really small. And they were like a whole block smaller than her size. Duh. Come on, Mary, get it right. Oh, look what I've missed. Look what I have missed. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Looks softer than Super Saver. It is a little bit soft, Elaine, but it's not that nice soft like Bendigo's. You like that? Oh, I like Bendigo. I like the other colours better. Okay, Cindy, thank you. Red Heart yarn. Yes, we got that. Okay, I like the grey. That's great on. That 10 ply gives good stitch definition. Okay, it does actually yarn it out. It does. You are absolutely right. There's a lady with experience speaking. I agree. Can't intermingle yarns. Yes, that's one of the colours I don't wear well. Okay, Cindy, that's fine. Our Red Heart calls for a 5.5 hook. Is that right? I thought it called for a 5mm hook. I must have got that wrong. Yes, some yarns are very stretchy. This one is. It drives me nuts. The difference is in size coasters is very different. Yes, just need to lose weight. Don't even go there. That's solved. Whoops. What did I miss? Cindy says, that solves some problems I'm having right now. I never thought of blocking first before completing. Yes, you should. I'll talk about that during that tutorial anyway. I am a tight crocheter, same, but sometimes my gauge is off if I go loosey-goosey on occasion, especially when you're tired, Rosalie. I find when I'm tired, my stitches get really loose. That woman in the mirror, she's bad news, isn't she, Franco, the one in the mirror? She drives me nuts. That is great. Not less blocks, but smaller blocks. Yes, that's right. I like doing gauge because it gives me the chance to work some of the pattern. Pamela, it gives me a chance to practice the pattern. I remember doing, seeing a cardigan that I liked years and years ago. This was before I started my own designing. And I didn't like it then. I still don't like doing it now, but I do it, the gauge. I did a gauge, and after I did the gauge, I thought, oh, I really don't like the pattern. How sad is that? Sorry to the the designer. Mind you, she's happy because I bought her design. So whether I did it or not, it's another story. I bought it and thought, oh, it's so gorgeous. Then when I started doing it, I thought, oh, it doesn't look good. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Tried the gauge. It didn't look good for me. I just didn't like it. It didn't like stick out to me. So in the end, I didn't do it. So sometimes it's good. And then one time I did a gauge, I couldn't get it right. Couldn't get the pattern right. And thought, what am I doing wrong? So I kept doing it till I got it right. Then when I did the jumper, it worked out perfect. The sweater, if you will, worked out perfect. Okay, so it's very interesting. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the craziest crocheter of all? Crocheter of all. Me, it is me. I meant mirror. I got what you meant. Yes. Some patterns don't go with some yarns. Absolutely, Bonnie, I agree. You should be a paid spokesperson for Bendigo wool. Hey, Margaret, don't even go there. The amount of times I mentioned Bendigo on my channel. I think Bendigo needs to. Did you know the story about Bendigo? You're going to love this. This is hilarious. My daughter and I, we went to Bendigo, I don't know, it might have been 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember exactly. We went to Bendigo. We stayed the weekend. And one of the places we stayed, downstairs, underground, it has a tiny little, becomes like a little tiny dance venue, if you will. And it's got a little dance floor, and a band goes there and he plays 50s, 60s, 70s, and sometimes he plays a bit of modern music. It's a whole band, and it's great. It was fantastic. And I thought, great, in the hotel, it means if we have a few drinks, we don't have to drive home. We just have to go upstairs. It was perfect. So we went downstairs. We were dancing, but we were early. It was only the few of us in the room. So we sat down. We had a few drinks. And then people started coming. And they were walking in, and they were coming up to me, and they're saying, hi. And I'm like, hello. I wasn't really that popular on YouTube at the time, right? I was a nobody. I still am a nobody, but don't tell anyone. So they left and went over to the next corner. Didn't think anything of it. My daughter said, do you know that person, Mum? I don't know who it is. A couple of more people walk in, come straight to me. How are you going? Good, thanks. I don't like to tell them, right? And they walked off, and Francis says, Mum, what's going on? So they weren't even saying hello to my daughter. They were coming and saying hello to me. Anyway, so it just happened. Every person who walked in, every second or third person, someone came up to say hello. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. Apparently, after about maybe the 15th or the 20th, I can't even remember, there were so many that came in. They must have realised that they were saying hello to the wrong person. And I was someone who looked like them. And I'm just saying, hi. What do you say when someone does that to me? And then the whole night they're in the corner staring at me, thinking, how come she didn't say anything? Because I didn't know what to say. I don't know what they were saying hello for. So it was hilarious. And my daughter and I, we still talk about it today. Bendigo owes me. I look like someone in Bendigo. They owe me. I have the patience to do a gauge. You never have the patience to, but you should do one, Franca. It's the difference between whether the top fits or not. Oh, hello, Kiki, you are here. I saw a little message before I got on, but you're here. Hello, lovely to have you here, beautiful Kiki. Yeah, so that was very funny, Elaine. It was hilarious. And like even now we talk about it. We don't know if I do look like someone in Bendigo. I must look like someone in Bendigo, but it took a while for them to realise it. For the whole night, they were staring at me weird, thinking, why doesn't she come over to us and hang out with us? I don't know who they are. So it was hilarious. Yeah, it was funny. Or maybe they realized they had the wrong person and they felt bad. Bendigo should give you yarn for free. The amount of time you save, and you know what? The amount of money I spend at Bendigo is not even half funny, Franco. I think in the last 3 months, I probably would have spent a good $500 with Bendigo. Oh, more. Who knows? More even, yeah. So Marty's saying hello to Kiki. Hello, Kiki. Lovely to have you here, Kiki. I hope you're feeling much better. So there you go. Oh, we have to do our yarn antics choice, guys. We want to have a look at the colors again, and then we'll choose someone on the live. How about that? If they would like to do this particular thing where they choose the colors and I do a project during the week on the channel and I mention their name in the project with the colors that you see right here. You've got gray, you've got lilac, you've got like a light pink, if you will, and you've got the white. So you have a choice. And you know what? Even now you can see it kind of gets, this yarn gets very glary. I struggle. I take probably, I reckon, a good 15, 30, between 15 and 30 photos, and I'm not happy with any of them. And then I go back the very next day and take another 20 or 30. So this yarn has a glare to it. The white has the glare. You can see it there. The grey's okay. No, the pink is okay. That white has a glare. The red has a glare. And the blue that we use here has a glare. Now, I'm not putting blue on the table for a long time. Not because of the glare, but because if you've noticed our projects, you guys keep choosing blues. So I'm putting different colors on the table on purpose. You like that? You guys keep choosing blues. Oh. So I'm putting different colors on the table for you to have a look at. So let's have a look back to see who we can choose. What I do is I go back and see all the chat. Mostly better. That's good, Kiki. I'm glad. White, pink, lilac is my choice, says Bonnie. Hello, Kiki, says Pamela. She's so caring, Pamela, isn't she? Love the pastel, says Kiki. Thank you. Green butterfly for the pick. She's doing her picking. Franco's so cheeky. Franco seems to be the cheeky one on our channel. Get in a corner with Marty. And Teresa. Who else is in the corner? Bonnie, Teresa, Marty. Who's in the corner? Love the colors. Love the peach. Green butterfly says lilac, white, peach. Karen says love. All right. Okay. Let's think about who we're going to choose. I'm always in the corner. Kiki, you're the queen of the corner, remember? You and Marty. Marty, here, I found the paperwork yesterday. Here, I found it yesterday. There's Marty and Kiki in the corner. Queen Kiki, King Marty, Case, the cat, because of the case that's sitting in the back. And there's a wonderful Marty and Kiki got together and stirred me up a little bit. They love doing that, don't you guys? But you know I love it. You know I love it. You wouldn't want me any other way. That's right, Franco. The corner is crowded, says Daphne. I know, right? Best place to be, Kiki. Yes, best place to be. Always in the corner with all the yarn, Cindy. All right. So are we going to choose? Shall I choose or what? I reckon it's time to choose, yeah? We have the 4 different colours. They're very pretty. I like all 3 of the top colours, and the white one's okay for a bit of contrast, but I'm a big fan of those 3 colours up the top, which is good. Mary, you know you want to pick green butterfly. Big hugs, Franco. Oh, I don't know, guys. I would be biased if I start picking everyone you want, Franco. There's no more room in the corner, says Teresa. Well, everyone's just going to have to lose weight. Lilac, says Cindy. All right. Okay, are we ready to choose? Last week we chose Franco because Franco was driving me nuts. She was driving me nuts. And I can't actually do things because you drive me nuts all the time, Franco. If we can nominate again, I'm going to nominate Pamela. She missed out last time, so we could shut Franco up. And I apologize in advance, Green Butterfly, but actually Kiki is right. I find Pamela extremely caring and she's always kind and generous. Franco, I'm giving you a hard time now. So I'm going to choose Pamela this week. Yes, I will be choosing Pamela. So the lovely Pamela, would you Franco, you're so naughty. Would you choose? Don't worry, green butterfly. I will choose you in the future. I will, I promise. Everyone gets a chance to be chosen. And I don't choose anyone twice on purpose so that everyone else can get a chance to be chosen. So, beautiful Pamela, would you like to choose a color combination today for us to do our gorgeous project on the channel this week? And again, green butterfly, don't stress. I will pick you one day. I promise. But Franca, stop picking people. Pamela is gorgeous. So Pamela, would you like to choose a color combination? Now you can choose all 4 colors, 3, 2, or 1. You can choose whatever you like. So choose the color combination. I will create something on the channel. Your name will be mentioned in the tutorial. You love the peach and the white only? Is that what you're choosing? Just peach and white? Let's clear out that. These are the 2 colors you've chosen, my dear? Yes? Yes? I just want to make that sure that's what you've chosen. Yes. Now you've done the patchwork cardigan. Frank has to find something else to pester you about. I know, she's so annoying. Oh, she loves it. She loves it. I love it. Good choice. Yes, good choice, says Cindy. It is a good choice. She helped me with the get you to do. Actually, no, she didn't, but there you go. You know what though, Franco, the patchwork cardigan, these cardigans don't just they don't just get produced in 5 weeks. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, these things are on the cards for years in my head. It just takes me 5 weeks to create them. That's all. Yes, I did try it. Don't worry, green butterfly. We will choose you in the future, I promise. But in the meantime, Pamela, honey, these are the colors you have chosen. I'm very excited. Can't wait to make them. I'm going to pop these colors away because what happened the other day for Franca's, I left all the colors on the table and I didn't write Franca's down. Usually I do. And I didn't write it down, so I had to rewatch my live. I don't like rewatching the live. And I had to rewatch the live to find Franco's colors. But these colors are staying on the table. I'm going to write it in the book because my brain, it shuts down. After the live, I turn into jello. Oh, wobble all over the place. Oh. Yeah, and I forget everything. So let's write it down. It was Pamela. Pamela, the lovely Pamela. And she has chosen, I don't know, what should we call it? A peach? A pink, a peach, it can be called either one, and the white. It's definitely the white because I actually have the cream in stock as well, but this week I used the white. I am a naughty girl, Franco. I never said I was a good girl. I didn't lie to anyone. We can nag Mary to pick green next week for sure. And actually, next week's the last choice for the Saturdays. I have decided, and I mentioned this on our first Thursday of the month, that I will still do this, picking someone on our Wednesdays live. So if you still see us on the Wednesdays live, I will do that on the Wednesdays live. The only time I won't do it is if I'm sick or I can't make that live for some unknown reason. But I'm going to transfer it to the Wednesdays live for the 4 weeks. So it still gets you the opportunity to pick some colors for 4 weeks and still get someone the opportunity to do that. There is one more live next Saturday before Pipeworks Market, so that anyone on our Saturdays live will get that choice, but otherwise it'll go on to the Wednesdays live, which is good too because most of the people who are here do join our Wednesdays live. Some people can't make it because they're working. I get it. It's one of those things. When you're working, it's hard. I know, I get it. I've been there, done that. I'm still there doing that. I never stop. Someone asked me the other day, so you're not really retired? No, because I'm probably a little too young for retirement. And you're not really restful, like you're always working, you're always running around. When do you stop? And I said, well, the minute they show me the site where they're going to bury me is when I stop working. Because if I still have a noggin or a brain, we call it a noggin here. I don't know if it's the same anywhere else. I'm just moving fluff out the way so it doesn't go in my cup. We call it a noggin. When this brain stops working, that's pretty much when I stop. But if it's still working till the day before I'm underground, then I will keep working. Because you know what? Some people's characters are the type who can rest and relax on the couch and curl up in a ball and watch movies for the rest of their lives. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Oh, I can't retire at 29. Absolutely not, Franco. Thanks for pointing that out. Hey, Marty, just in case you didn't know, I'm 29. One time. One time I was 29. So Pamela, look how sidetracked I get. I'm off, Marty, that's one. Um, Pamela chose the pinky peachy, I don't know what you want to call this color, and white for our very next project, which you will see on Friday, the stitch to be advised. Now, the reason is because I had about 3 or 4 different stitches in mind, but I had them with the 4 colors. So I'm going to change that stitch again. Don't you love it? You know what I should do? I should have written down 2 different types of stitches so that when the person chooses the 4 colors or the 1 color or the 2, I can decide what to do with them. So stitch to be advised. Don't you love it? She's crazy. She's crazy. All right. I've lost everyone. Look how much I've missed. Teresa says peach salmon. It could be a peach salmon, yes. I've done that before. Had to rewatch my live to figure out who won the giveaways. I have to write everything down, Rosalie. Gina, good idea. Is the highlight of my week. Oh, is it? And I get all shy. No, I don't get shy. But thank you, Anne. Oh, I love it. She's so gorgeous. I feel the same way I do. I'm old and still work full time. I'm not old, Elaine. I'm 29 again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and so on and so forth. Oh, I'm itchy, I'm itchy. Working keeps you living. Well, I'm going to be working until I drop, Pamela. That's sad, isn't it? Unless I'm unwell and physically can't do it, and I have to crawl to get into the crochet room, to get into the yarn room, crawl on the floor. I don't care. I'll get there. You say noggin there too, do you, Franco? Okay, that's interesting. But that's the thing. If your noggin stops working, you're not actually going to realize that your noggin stopped working. I love it, Kiki. I love it. I love your choice. Yes, Pamela's choice was gorgeous. She's done a good job. I'm so itchy though. Oh my gosh. Have a good week. Thank you, Elaine. Are you off? Are you? Oh, I'm so sad. I'm gonna cry. Me shy? Yeah, not ever, Franco. It's not happening. If I were only 18 again, no, I wouldn't want to be 18 again. I have to tell you, yarn it out. I don't know if I can do my years from 18 to 30 again. It's just, they were tough years. They were not good years. I want to skip that era. I think between 30 and 40, best years for me. I had a bit of adult acne, which was just annoying, but they were like the best years. Physically, I had my children, physically strong. I could do backflips. No, not really, but I wanted to. I could have done backflips, but I was physically strong, mentally alert. There was so much I could think of and physically do at the same time as holding a child in this hand and a baby over here. And I could still clean house and crochet, and I used to do magazines where I'd fill out all the details and post them up and win prizes. I used to do lots of things. I did things that in the years of my, oh, what can I say, 30s to 40s, that I couldn't do in the whole lifetime. I did so much. So much. I was at every meeting at the school. I did every sausage sizzle or whatever you want to call them, barbecue. I did all the discos. I helped with the the young discos. I did all the Mother's Day wrapping stalls and all the markets there. I just did so much in my 30s to 40s that I couldn't redo that again if I had that chance. But if I had that energy again, I would just keep going. Well, I haven't really stopped, but I don't do it as much now because the kids are bigger and I'm still a community person, but I haven't had an opportunity to be a part of the community. Well, for numerous reasons, as we all know, no one could, but also that I haven't had that opportunity because my children are older, and I always did that with the children. So being a part of Pipeworks Market will make me have my own community because it's a local market, if you will. So I'm very excited about it. But it's not really local. It's not that close to me, really. It's a good 25 minutes drive, 20 to 25 minutes. So it's not really that close, but it's local for me. All the other markets are way out to the other side of the city for me. And some markets I can't get into because they classify me as not being a local. Well, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I'm so itchy. I'm so itchy. Oh, guys, you have no idea how I'm just ready to throw the camera out the room. Okay. I think the English gave you Aussies a lot of slang words when a loan was sent to Oz. Okay. You're a good mum. I don't do any of that. Oh, Kiki, what I used to do. And I used to work 4 days a week in a school. And I had one day off. And that one day off I spent at my kids' school, working in their classrooms, doing the literacy help. And don't ask me to do the numeracy help, but I did do that, yeah. But it was okay because it was primary maths. I could do primary maths. That's funny. It's after primary that I get lost. Don't you love it? 30s, 40s, but I am only 29. I am only 29, so I haven't hit 30 yet. I don't know why more of us go nuts. I don't know why more of us go nuts. Well, I know why I'm nuts, Cindy. I'm not going to vouch for anybody else. If you guys are crazy, that's your own business. I'm already crazy in my own right. You are a good mum, Kiki. It's just that every mum is different. I was one of those psycho mums. I had a family member, not on my sister's side, on the other side, and they said, why don't you just leave your kids alone? I said, no, because that's not who I am. Do you get it? They're not going to change for you. Such a psycho I am. I have other grandchildren now. So many times is mostly my time. Okay. We're all 29 here, Franco. I get you. My youngest grandchild is 14. And Bonnie, you're only 29. Geez, you're good. I'm not in a hurry for grandchildren. Just heads up, kids, if you're watching. I haven't got time for that. They'll have to sit and look. They'll have to learn how to crochet as a newborn. They'll say, "Look, Mum, here's your little grandchild. Here, take the crochet hook. Hurry up." That would be me. What's wrong with you? Why can't you do it, Mum? I would run them if they asked for parent help to the school. I love my kids, but I don't like kids. Oh, Kiki, you're hilarious. I'm not 29. Don't want to go backwards. Teresa's 26. Teresa's 26 and I'm 29. That's funny. I'm the youngest. How does that work? That doesn't work. No crochet hook, knitting needles. Forget the knitting needles. They'll hurt themselves. It's better with the hook. Achoo. But we gotta laugh. We gotta laugh. Well, no, we don't have to laugh all the time. We can cry. I'm only 29. I don't want to be grandmother. What? I don't want to be a grandma. My son is 22. Oh. So you had him at 9, did you? I know 7. I can't count. I told you I failed maths. Reverse your... no, I'm not reversing it. Forget it. I don't even want to know. I'm just saying 29. Look, I have been 29 for a long time. And I remember walking down a very big road here in Melbourne. It's called Keilor Road. And I was walking down the road with my daughter. And my daughter says, Mum, how old are you? And I said, I'm 29. I said, I've been 29 for years, hun, and I'm going to be 29 until I hit 30. Then after my 30th birthday, I'll be 29 again. And behind us was an elderly fella. He would have been maybe, I don't know, 80 or 90. He walks out in front of me and he goes, you wish, love. And he walked off. Sometimes when you say things, you've got to say them quietly. People are listening. Laughter gets stress away better than tears. Oh, look, well, it's too late now. Laughter also makes your makeup smudge. Not that I'm wearing makeup because I'm naturally beautiful. I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. It's so hard. It's purple. Oh, I forgot you were 26 now. You're younger than Mary. Can you imagine if you had a grandchild and they turned out to be a knitter? Achoo, achoo. Oh, they would be disowned. Disowned from the family. I'd lock the door, put bolts up against the door, crocheters only. The signs everywhere. Anyone who knits achoo is not allowed in the house. And imagine if they had like 3 children, right? 2 of them were allowed to have ice cream. You can't have anything. You want a chocolate? Yeah, nah, you're not getting it. You're not getting nothing. Show me the hook. Okay, there's your ice cream. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm very naughty. My kids, I hope they're not watching. I must admit, look, you probably don't know this, but my children don't watch my videos. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. The reason they don't watch it is because I put so much up that it's hard for them to keep up. They're busy with their lives. They can't keep up with everything I do. And plus, they get me on the outside. They think, oh, too much, Mum. We can't have too much of it. Poor kids. Are you hearing this? Auntie T's not allowed in the house. Only if she's got a crochet hook on her at the time. Oh, Karen, not always. I'm not always a beautiful person. Sometimes I'm really bad. Like now. No ice cream for you. If you don't hold a hook, you're not getting your ice cream. Oh, so bad. All right. The only way that happens, they'd be allergic. Allergic to knitting needles. Oh, oh, now you guys have seen me knit on the channel. You really have. And it's funny that we were talking about that not long ago, saying that I knitted live. I've never crocheted live. Well, I did recently because we had the conversation about the fact that I knitted live. So then I crocheted live. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I'm a crochet person. I have never crocheted live, but I knitted live. But we did crochet live not long ago. So there we go. I got hiccups now, guys. I'm maybe still laughing. My mum told my sister, when we get on the bus, don't tell the bus driver you're 5. If he asks you're 4, the bus driver said, how old are you? She replied 4, but I will be 5 when we get off the bus. Oh, I like that one, Franco. That's hilarious. Wait until I see Mary next time. She's in for a talking to in a good way. You can't come here, Teresa, unless you've got your crochet hook in your hand. I watch some videos that say knitting, but it's crocheting. I've heard that. And I watch videos that call yarn string. I don't like that. Unless they're working with string, don't call it string. It is not a string. It is a thread, wool, cotton, acrylic, but it is not a piece of string. It's not string. Oh, no. So I get it. Good one, Franco. Yeah, that's very funny, actually. Yes, they shouldn't call it knitting. It's crochet. Crochet's crochet and knitters knit. Crafters are great crafters. Yes, I know. People who can knit and crochet at the same time. And I can knit. I just don't like to do it. I just find it too much for me. I honestly don't know how to knit, but everyone tells me that I hold a crochet hook like someone who learned to knit first. Okay, I get you. Actually, the same. I hold it like that. Yep. You do both, Daphne. I can do both. I just don't like to do it. We used to say the same thing to Mary. Tell them you're only 4, but she was actually 6. I don't remember that. I was very tiny when I was young. I had like a small, scrunched up little head. A little one like this. And so I looked younger. I could get away with that. Once I hit 29, I didn't look younger anymore. I no longer look 29. I didn't even look 29 when I was 29. Funnily enough, when I hit my teenage years, I looked older than my age. So I didn't like that idea because I really didn't like the idea of looking old. So that's why I say 29 all the time. I got away with that when I was 30. Even 35, I was able to get away with it. But I can't do that now. Just say it for fun now. There is no word for crochet in Japanese, so they use the word knitting, except for amigurumi. And I think I say amigurumi wrong. I think it's either, I used to call it amigurumi, but it's not amigurumi, because that's a U, not an A. I say amigurumi. I don't know if that's right. I don't really know how to say it. Now, I say Mary is only 15 years old on the outside or the inside. My sister was small, but she started talking and walking young. I started talking. I think I was talking before I was born. The mother was probably saying, "Shut up in there." I'm pretty sure I was talking before. You like that? I'm pretty sure I was talking before I was born. Big talker. Not going to deny that. Should have been a politician. I'd have been a fun politician. Me, guru, me. I know you can do that all you like, Therese. There's so many people say it differently. And so I just say amigurumi. Amigurumi. Look at me. I just say amigurumi because I can't be bothered pronouncing it. Everybody pronounces it differently. You know, the way you're saying it, the way I say it, and the way the next person says it, 3 different ways. So who's right, I don't know. But I'm just going to say what I want to say. And the fact that I don't do it very often, I mean, where's Guy? Where is Guy? Do we know where Guy is? Anyone see Guy? Is he up there? Hello, Guy. Here, Guy. I've lost him. Oh, he's behind here, I think. Ta-da! He's hiding. Doesn't matter because this is going this week. It's going tomorrow. I mean today. It's not going to be here anymore. I'm so sad. I really, this may sound weird, but I do feel a loss when I give it away. I get excited because I know the person is happy to have it. And she's getting this as a gift, so she's very lucky. I would not give away something. This is very expensive to create. That's a lot of yarn there. So she's getting it as a gift, so she's a very lucky girl. I'm so sad to see it go. Lucky I made one for myself. Different colours, of course. My sister definitely was talking before she was born. My parents say she wouldn't. Yes, well, I'm exactly the same, Franco. You and Teresa must be sisters. Because I'm like that. I haven't stopped since I was born, I'm pretty sure. I do, and you know, it's funny because when I'm sitting at my workstation working, there are occasions that I talk to myself, right? But I'm really very quiet. You don't hear boo from me for the whole day. The whole day. The second I start talking, you can't shut me up. I haven't seen my guy for quite some time. How dare you hide him? He's not hidden. I just got something there. Crochet is just the French word for hook. Okay. Didn't know that, Marty. I should do my homework, yeah? I did not know that. So there we go. We didn't know that. How interesting is that? I did not know that. I should do some. I was going to do crochet history. And in fact, I had everything prepared January of 2020. If you remember correctly, I had every day I had a video going up, like a vlog going up, if you will. And occasionally I'd pop up one tutorial. And it was going to be the start of 2020. Well, it changed completely. And the minute March hit, I said, well, I can't do that now. I've got to do tutorials so that people can crochet and keep themselves busy during this yucky time. I'm not going to mention the name anymore because I just don't care about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. I want us to move on. So I haven't liked mentioning the name on my channel anyway because it's disrupted everyone's life, lost 40% of my business. I don't even want to talk about it. Because the sales I made from my business were outside of YouTube. They were not on YouTube. So once 2020 hit, I lost the outside sales. So there you go. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I did have a thing where in 2020, it might have been 2019, the end of the year, I started doing, no, it was 2020. I had Merry Monday, if you remember correctly. Tip Tuesday. What was Wednesday? I can't remember Wednesdays. I can't remember Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Wacky Wednesday, wasn't it? I can't remember. I've forgotten them all. Thrifty Thursday. That's right. I was going to talk about where you can get some cheap items from. This happened every week. It was every week because I was going to focus on those particular things. What did I do for Friday? Freaky Friday. Wacky Wednesday. Thank you. It was Wacky Wednesday and Freaky Friday. And then that was it. And I was going to do that. It was like a permanent thing. And I started that January 20th. So you might have seen those few tutorials. History Friday it was. History Friday. It wasn't Freaky Friday. It was History Friday. And I think I changed it to Freaky Friday because I just didn't have the time to do the history. But it was supposed to have been done on the Fridays. It was going to happen every Friday. There was going to be a tutorial with a little bit of history about crochet. And I was going to read up on it, just like Marty said. The word crochet comes from French word, right? But I never did it because 2020 hit, Water Wednesday, special Water Wednesday. 2020 hit, and that was the end of that. And I said, you know what, forget everything. I'm going to drop everything and push it back and restart it after it all finishes. It's not finished. I never got a chance to restart it. It still hasn't finished. What are we on? 2022? What's my name? Ask me how to question. It never finished, so I never went back to that. I literally started doing more tutorials so that people who were at home were able to create something to keep their minds busy. And that's what I wanted to do. She wouldn't be able to just do one day of water, Marty. During that time, I needed water in fact, I think I had that special water almost every day. I went crazy. I hope I wasn't the only one. Cheers, everyone. Speaking of water. That year was a very trying year, and even trying to purchase yarn, you couldn't do it. You went to purchase it, and their stocks were empty. You'd hear back order, back order, back order, back order. So you couldn't even get any yarn. So I had to dig into old stash and do projects using all my old yarn. Mind you, I still haven't got rid of all that old yarn. But I had to do that. I had to dig into other things. I had to create smaller projects because I didn't have the yarn to do the bigger projects. And then there were the occasions where I'd have, 7 or 8 of these and 7 or 8 reds and 7 or 8 yellows and whatever. And I thought, great, that's enough for a blanket. Let's do a blanket. That'll keep me busy. And it was just such a stressful year. 2020 was down the gurgler, just an empty year. But for me, it was my busiest time. I had to keep you guys entertained. Actually, I found 2021 was a slower year for me. This year is very busy, but in a crochet way, where we're making lots of projects. Kiki said I wouldn't be able to just do one day of water. Yes, I know. Hello, Sherry. Lovely to have you here. We're almost at the end, dear. Kiki, water, a wonder, water. What a wonder, what a Tuesday, what a Wednesday, what a Thursday. I can't get it out now. Thursday, what a Friday, what a Friday. I can't even say it, Marty. I know, how dare some of us decide to learn to crochet in 2020. The whole world went nuts. Everybody wanted to knit, chew, and crochet, do all sorts of things. Marty, what about what a weekend? What a day, what a one day. What a day, one day. Oh, lots of special water every day. So 2020 was just, my mind went, I went berserk, right? But the best part about 2020, because I was rushing to get projects done so that we can keep everyone in the world entertained. I don't know if you like that, everyone in the world entertained. I'm so itchy from this yarn. Oh my gosh, get it off the table. We can keep everyone in the world entertained. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah, because I was so busy that I didn't see the year pass. I sort of went, okay, so I have to go grocery shopping, mask, sanitizer, 7 feet away from everybody. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. This is the way it was 2020. It was hilarious. And that's all you did. And then you had restrictions of how many people could go to the supermarket. I was like, I'm going today. It's my turn. I need to get out. And then even if you went for walks, there was at one stage that you had to wear your mask while you were walking. So everybody would go to the coffee shop to buy coffees. And coffee shops were still open, but only at the counter. You couldn't go in, right? And you walk around the coffee, empty coffee cup in your hand, so you didn't have to have the mask on. People went berserk. Me, I didn't even like the exercise. So I just did crochet, and I did more crochet and grocery shopping and crochet, grocery shopping, crochet, doctors, grocery shopping, crochet. That was my life for all of 2020. Even getting outside. I actually ended up with severe vitamin D issues. The doctor had to put me on medication. I'm laughing now because I think about how ridiculous that sounds, but it was the truth. I started having trouble with my teeth and my bones and everything was falling apart. Couldn't work out what it was. I had severe vitamin D issue because I wasn't out. Along with everybody else, of course. They do say 8 glasses of water a day. A little bit extra. Drink 2 liters of water equals 8 glasses of water with a little bit of something in it. Good night all. Oh, Cindy's off. Will hurts my help. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that online, Cindy. Time for bed. I don't know if I ever said I had multiple sclerosis. At a ripe age of 68, it makes me sleepy. Oh, well, you have a good rest, hun, and we will see you very soon, hun. Well, I learned in lockdown that I have my mum to thank. I asked if I should try crochet or knitting archery, and she suggested crochet. I love your mother, Marty. I love her. Tell her I love her. Could have gone either way. Did you tell her I love her yet? Can you message her now for me? Just get the phone out. I know you young people do that. You're like, you don't even look at the phone. You're like, oh, is that a cloud? Oh, look at that. See my daughter. It doesn't even, I think she's faking it half the time, but she's not. She's there going like this. Mum. Oh, really? That's nice. Occasionally she'll look down. But so they're hilarious, this younger generation. Although, Marty, you're an in-betweener. So I can see you doing it now. Mum, Mary said she loves you. She's saying, oh, what a weirdo. And you're saying, yeah, so what else is new? It's 2:40 a.m. here, so she might not appreciate this. I'll just do it anyway. She does knit too. Oh, achoo! She's out of here. Isn't it amazing I can turn from love to hate in 5 seconds? With just the word of the letter starting with K. And knit. That's what I'm going to call it, so I don't have to say the word. Knit. It's knitting. The young generation baffle me. You know, it's funny. My dad used to say that. He would say, oh, this generation. Oh. And I said, I'd never say that. No, I'm saying it. Oh, this generation. Every generation complains about the new generation. That's hilarious. But it's true. And you young people who are watching today, you don't know this, but you're going to do exactly the same. Exactly. Not ega, but exactly. We don't give a knit here. Hilarious. Never say never. Oh. You're out of here, knitter. Achoo. Oh, well, I've worked myself up here. I wish he was here to hear you say that, but it's true. He said it. He used to say, generazione. That's an Italian. And I say, oh, I'd never say that. Nah. Now look at me now. Oh my gosh, what a generation. I'm saying exactly the same thing. And it's funny because when we were young, there was a system. You got married, you had kids, you got married, you bought the house and you had kids. That's the system when we were young. Now you're having kids and you might get married, but you've got a house that you've lived with someone else before this one came, and it was like, and there's kids from this person and kids from that person and nobody knows who the father is. It doesn't matter, we don't need one. It's all over the place. Nobody knows what's going on anymore. Oh, look, it's not that bad. But there was, in those days, there was like a system, everybody had to follow this little system. Not everyone. Some people didn't follow any system. They just ended up there. But now there is no system. It's all like, oh. But it doesn't matter because nobody cares. Which is true. Nobody cares. Oh, what have I missed? If I get a hello from my teenage nephew, it's a result. Trying to have a conversation with my son is a miracle. How you going? Oh, yeah. So what are you doing today? Are you going to see anybody? What does that mean? Yes or no? Maybe. What time are you coming home? Are you coming for dinner? Oh. Come on, say something. It's amazing. It really is amazing. But you know what? It's okay. Most people probably saying, shut up, quit complaining. What are you whinging for? But I'm not whinging. I lost you for a bit, just managed to reconnect. Oh, Karen, hello, welcome back. But we're going to go soon. Look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. Just a quick update on what's happening this week. Oh, I'm just so sidetracked. How did I get sidetracked, Marty? Is that one of our lines? How did I get sidetracked? I'm so sidetracked. This week, you are seeing one tutorial. Andrew and my son are twins. Look, it's a generation, Franco. I'm telling you. They talk when they feel it necessary. Apparently, someone told me, don't worry, they'll come back when they're 25. Well, it's a bit late. It's not that far off now. All right, so we are doing, thank you, Green Butterfly. Let's get back to business, says Marty. Did you pick the yarn yet? They already did pick the yarn, honey. Yes, it was a lovely Pamela. I had to look down on my book then. I had to think about it. Pamela chose the light pink and the white. Just Mary just males, hun. Oh, nah. Young girls do it too. Not my daughter, though. She's like me. She's a chatterbox like me. So we didn't choose. Pamela chose these two colours. I'm trying to get on track, Marty. It's really hard. Let's get back to business. I'm trying to get back to business. I used to work in a preschool. At one point, they asked if I wanted to work with high schoolers. No, I've raised teenagers. Oh, I love that. Well, in actual fact, I worked in a primary school for lots of years. I did 5 years in one school and 7 years in the other before I did this job permanently. And I couldn't do it anymore. In fact, the reason I left is because I couldn't do it anymore, because I just couldn't bear where it was going. 3 years ago, yeah. I picked my moments to invite my parents around for dinner and strategically place my ironing file clear view. Oh, you're hilarious. Only takes 2 minutes before Mum gets on it. Oh, you're hilarious. Marty, I'm going to have to give me your mum's number. I'll ring her. Here it is, Marty. There's the phone. I'll call her. I'm going to call it. Mum, what are you doing, Mum? She's going to say, I don't know I had a daughter. Back to business, Marty. Pamela chose these two yarns. Thank you, Pamela, for choosing those two colour combinations. We are going to be making something gorgeous on the channel. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I have to change my mind now. I was thinking a granny square or some sort of doing some sort of granny square. That's not going to happen now. It might. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but that will be either on Thursday or Friday of this week. There'll be no tutorial on Monday or Tuesday this week. Yours truly needs to catch up with this guy right here. If we do not get this guy done, we can't get it on the channel. I want to get it out there. Plus, I have something else in the woodwork which somebody else on our live may know about. What? It's a secret. Ooh. Don't you love it when she's got secrets? They turn out to be something exciting like this. And it may turn out to be something very interesting. I think you're going to like. It won't happen probably until August or September of this year, which is why it's been held down as a very big secret. But it will happen. My nephew texts me with either 1 or 2 letters. Oh, yeah. Like I've started doing it too now. K for okay. I thought, forget it. If they're going to do it to me, I'm going to do it back to them. I'll be home about 5. K. Me, I keep secrets all the time, but you end up knowing about them after a while. And like what I do is every week I accidentally let a little bit out, but you don't hear it. You want a Doctor Who scarf? Dream on, Karen. You like that? Dream on, Karen. Are you been dreaming and sleeping again? No, it's something else. It's a little different than a Doctor Who scarf. It's a little different than a doctor. I'm sorry. Did I just get sidetracked? Marty, that's one of the lines. I got sidetracked. Is it one of the lines? Did you put that one in? I can't remember now. Oh, I noticed I missed one when I was talking about it. Oh, what was the line I missed? Oh, no, I've forgotten it because I missed it. It was near the... You got it in front of you, Marty? It's in the other room. I've left it in the other room. I have. Yeah, I have left it in the other room. Karen, good idea for Mary. No, that's not on there. We'll have to do a version 2. I wonder what I missed. Oh gosh, I'll let you know on Wednesday, Marty, which one I missed. If you ever get a chance to have a look at the first Thursday again, you'll notice that there was one in between, a smaller one in between 2 big ones, and I missed it. I can't remember what it was, and I rewatched it this morning for a catch up to remind me of what I said. Oh, as you do. Gina Green and Karen Doctor Who scarf. Gina Green. Oh, was Gina asking a question? Did I miss Gina's question? Oh, I don't know. What it was it? No, it wasn't that. It was like 3 words. I can't remember. I've got the paperwork in the other room. I'd go in there, but I don't want to leave you by yourselves. You might take all my yarn. Oh, don't leave you in my room by yourselves. I can't remember what it was. But I rewatched it this morning and I picked it up and went, I forgot one. It's 3 words. Up the top in the middle somewhere. It was call me. No, I got the call you one. I got that one. It was one in, you got the word up the top. You got my name down there. There's a little tiny line in there. 3 words, I think it was. I just watched it before the live and it just clicked right before the live. And I went, I missed that one. I wasn't rushing. I just missed it. It was just in between something. I want to go and get the paperwork now. Marty, have you got it in front of you? Oh, I need it. Give it to me now. Can you just show it? You know what? Call me. It wasn't a call me one, no. I can't remember which one it was, but it was 3 words. Go get it. Bonnie says go get it. Shucks. I was hoping you left the room so I could put my hand up. Good on you, Teresa. Naughty girl. Love, love, love. No, did that one. Can't remember you missing any. I did. I remembered there's one I missed. 3 words. Up the top, you've got something there. And just in between, you know why? Because it was like a 1 line in between 2 big things right up the top. I did. Go and get the paperwork, Mary. She didn't mention love, love, love. No, I mentioned that. Yeah, I did mention. So you're saying she did mention it. Yeah, I did. Do you want me to go and get it? You know what? Wait there. Don't move. Everyone stay there. Don't touch any yarn. I'm telling you. Touch any yarn and you're in trouble. Oh gosh, you think I can find it now? Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, the wrong way. Let's go this way. Hello, I'm back. Did you touch any yarn? Did you touch any yarn? To get it. Oh yeah, you got me to get up and go and get it. Get the yarn. Get the yarn. I'm trying to find which one it was. Oh, where was it? Now I've got. Oh, by the way, here it is, guys. Check it out. Wasn't Marty cheeky? But a good cheeky. Only till you get the yarn, Pamela. You're in trouble, young lady. Get in the corner. Beamed up to the Enterprise. That's right. It was May the 4th be with you this week, wasn't it? May the 4th, yes. All right, let me tell you which one it was. Now I can't find it. Love, love, love. Oh my gosh, which one was it? Get it right. This is probably why I didn't say it, because I couldn't find it. Just bear with me. I've got such a duffer. Get it right. Or maybe I did say it all. No, I saw it this morning. I said, why didn't I say that? I'm going with this now. I can't find it. Okay, we've got let's get back to business. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm so naughty. Cal and Cal. Hello, Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Get in the corner. Call me. Get excited, guys, because sometimes I say cause. Yeah. Tim Tam. Take a risk. Take a risk. I didn't say take a risk right there. I forgot that one. I did not say that on the first Thursday. It took me a while to get that then. Take a risk. If you are a new crocheter, take a risk. Just do it. That's one you didn't put in, Marty. Just do it. Don't worry about it. If it messes up, don't worry. Just do it. And there it is. I love the little car on the wheel. And this naughty one right here. So I don't know which one my favourite is. I didn't say take a risk. Did I say it? I don't know. Someone watch it for me and tell me. I thought I missed it. No, I'm pretty sure I missed take a risk. I can't remember now. I'm not watching it again. I was going to say I'm going to have to watch it again. I'm not watching it again. All right, let's see which one's my favourite here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's the one you forgot. I remember now. Thank you, Marty. I knew I'd forgotten. Not that I'm happy that I forgot it. I'm happy that I'm not going crazy. I did. I'm sure I didn't mention it. I heard it. Maybe I read it. I think you might have read it. I don't remember saying it. I like the achu. No, I don't. Spring, you've got me in an allergic reaction again. We just finished talking about that. I'm just trying to think which one my favourite is. Oh, I don't know. We all know that Harry's my favourite. But that's not my favourite on the sheet. I watched it about 10 times. Did you really? Well, then go back and watch it 11th and tell me whether I said take a risk. I don't remember. Oh, maybe I did say it. I don't remember. Maybe it's old enough to have... Maybe you're old enough. I'm not saying that in live air. I can't think of which one was my favourite. Let's see. Let me put one down so that I can have a look at it while you're staring at it. Which one is my favourite? I don't know. Well, I like to say ciao for now at the end of all my tutorials, but it's not necessarily my favourite on the sheet. What would be my favourite? I love the idea that there's a 29 up there. I've missed all the chat. That's a good one with the little chat box. I don't know. I'll have to stew over it, Marty, and let you know. I heard you say take a risk, but I don't remember when you said it. Oh, did I? I don't remember. I can send you the artwork. Could get T-shirts printed. Oh, you're hilarious, Marty. I like the car one just cause. Okay, you like the car one? It's cute. Yeah, I get that. Well, I just missed the chat, didn't I? Let's get back to business. Totally you, yes. Where did you get the signage? Yeah, how'd you pick that up, Marty? Did you copy and paste from a website? That's interesting. I was thinking about that. That's my logo from my website and from my card, my business card as well. It's on the card. So when you get some of my stuff, I put a business card in it. You emphasize because perfectly, because or cause. Sometimes I do cause. Cause there's no B. Because right, straight after this live, I'm watching it again. Yeah, let me know because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. I might have said take a risk so fast that I don't even remember saying it. But it is one of my things that I say to newbies. Don't stress. Take the risk. If you can't do it, you can't do it, but take the risk. Yeah, I got the logo off the website. Okay, off the website, yeah. This logo, Frances did for me. I think I don't know whether she found it somewhere or she did it, but she did that for me. She did everything for me on the website, except for the more recent items that are uploaded for in the shop. I'm doing that. I've learned to do that. I learned the hard way, but I did learn. I had no idea what I was doing. I actually had to send messages to her. Oh, please check this because I just did it. Can you check? And I got all stressed and she said, there's nothing wrong, Mum. It's fine. I mean, you can see it. She goes, yes. So I didn't believe her. So I went on my, as you do, went on my page in another way and purchased it. Used everything. I even paid for it and everything. I didn't get it though. The lady in the mirror wouldn't give it to me. So I had to put another one on there. There you go. We do a lot of laughing. Yes, we do a lot of laughing. We do a lot of laughing. I say I can't fake laugh. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Okay. It really has to be a real laugh. I can't do it. Can't remember hearing you say take a risk. No, I don't remember saying it. So, but there you go. I should have had this on the table today. And in fact, I had it on the table. No, I had it in there at the workstation because that's where I showed you guys. Because that where I showed you in the video, that's exactly where I do my tutorials. So when you saw this, that's the space I do my tutorials in. Because doing it like this is okay, but it's harder to see. It's better when you're looking down on it, which is what I did do. And fake laugh made my my real laugh. How bad is that? I couldn't do it if I tried. What isn't on paper is the hair, the hair. Oh, well, I don't say that very often. Oh, the hair, the hair. Oh. Oh, the hair. We do a lot of cry rocking back and forth. Oh, yes, sucking our thumb. Yes, we do that as well. Marty, you're going to have to do another one. Oh, there's the real laugh, Spring. That's the one you can't get rid of. I've tried. To do. All right. So it was a very, very thoughtful item to do, Marty. I was very impressed when I saw it, and I thank you so much for it again. I do love happy mail. I don't care how it comes, whether it comes like that, whether it comes in a parcel, whether it comes in a small thing like that. I don't care. I love mail. I love it. It's I think I love the excitement of opening up mail, and I love, and this is a fact, seeing handwritten mail. And this one was handwritten. Well, apart from that sheet that you see there. That's obviously not handwritten. But the note to me was handwritten, and I love that. So there we go. Okay, where am I? I know the feeling I laugh too much. Yes, as you do. Doesn't matter. We laugh all the time. Nothing wrong with that. It's good for us. Where Franco asked you to. Okay. You should put the sign behind you. No, we're going to put it in. You actually didn't see first Thursday of the month, Teresa, but we're actually going to frame it. We're going to pop it in a frame, and it's going to hook up somewhere in the room, whether it's on a bench or whether it's on a hook. We'll see. The fact laugh is scary. Yes, I know. You don't love it. You love it. I know. I love it. I really do. And I did say that in the video as well. Well, good on you, Marty, for picking that up. I did say that in the video as he picks up everything. You can't miss a trick with Marty. In fact, I'm surprised, Marty, you didn't pick up that I forgot to say, or maybe you did. Maybe I did say it. I really can't remember. I'm starting to doubt myself now, guys. Take a risk. Even better in a frame. Yeah, we are going to pop it in a frame. We've decided. So there you go. And thank you once again, Marty, for all your support for the channel in something like this and in doing other things that people do. I really do thank you all. I'm so itchy again. Here we go. But we do ask her to do the hair. You guys love it. I don't know why you love the hair. Oh, my hair. I think you were too fixated by the Tim Tam and forgot to take a risk. Well, someone can't have Tim Tams anymore. The reflection in the mirror is not allowed to have them. She's in a lot of trouble. Got to run. But wanted to stop in and say hi. Well, lovely to have you here, Spring and Joy. We're on our way out now anyways. Laminate and make them be placemats. Oh, I like that. Well, we are. He has sent me heaps. He sent me plenty. And I mentioned that in the actual video as well. He sent me some with different shades. That's a darker blue and that's a lighter blue. He wasn't sure what colours I would have, what colour amount I would have gone for, but I would have gone for the darker one. It's more bold, it's bright, it's in your face. But the lighter ones we can probably laminate, have it as a placemat for dinner. Marty, I'm having your placemats for dinner. I'm not eating them for dinner. I'm so silly, not eating them for dinner. But one is going in a frame, the top one, the very, very top one, which was the darkest one. That will go in the frame. Laminate, yes. It's your voice when you say the hair. Oh, my hair, the hair. Not the hair. Anything but the hair. That's going to come back to bite me one day, I tell you. I'm going to have to lose this hair one day. Oh, it's sad, but I will. It's how you say the hair. Yes, it is. Oh, not the hair. Oh, the hair. You guys just love weird things, don't you? You act it out. Always wanted to be an actress. Oh, that's right, guys. We are heading off, but I do want to say a very special Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. If there is someone out there who does not have a mother, like some of us, then you would just say Happy Mother's Day to whoever it is you want to say Happy Mother's Day. If you have an aunt or a grandmother or a carer of some sort, you can say Happy Mother's Day to them. And you can also, like, I have pets. I have a dog and a cat. I used to have a spider. And if they don't wish me Happy Mother's Day tomorrow, they're in trouble. Thank you all for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm so naughty. Marty, there's one line. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you again, Pamela, for your choice of color combination for this. We will see everyone during the week for our tutorials and for your crochet mummies. So happy Mother's Day. Thank you. I'm your crochet mummy. I've got another son and daughter and like 16,000 of them. Jeez, I'm busy, mum. Thank you for joining us, and I will see everyone during the week. Oh, ciao for now. This is Wow Crochet Design. Bye.